Alright, so yesterday was a bit of a banger of a day. Signed up to a course, sorted out all my banking stuff, and just kind of got myself ready for the 3 months ahead. Um, Only ate one big meal, and then had butter in my coffee in the morning, which I'm just about to have now. And I didn't have fruit in the evening, and I felt better for it. But it's just kind of, let's see if I can keep up the momentum. I feel like you don't have to do a lot in the morning, but for me, I'm always anxious in the morning, so it's kind of good to have something to kind of productively plow that anxiety into, rather than just sitting in it. So I feel like anxiety is really just a stimulation to do some type of productive activity. But so many of us have lost an understanding of what anxiety is meant to be driving us towards. And so, for me anyway, I just festered in it. It's definitely no good for your kind of mind-body connection, because your body's basically telling you we need to do things. And for so much of my life I was just trying to use my ego, I suppose, to ignore those signals. Allegri miserere. Meat, butter, honey. Good boy. Very good boy. Alright, so I think I've just figured out something fundamental about filming. I kind of want the shots that I make to kind of come about organically, like putting the cone on the dog's head, because I had to come upstairs and he's not allowed to come in contact with his stitches, and so I had to put the cone on, and so it's worth filming. But the scene before that, I'd seen the bird and thought he looked cool, and so I wanted to go and film him, but I just disturbed his peace, and it wasn't organic because I had no reason to go outside other than to film the little guy. And so it's interesting how those two shots worked out, because I got a lot more pleasure from filming my dog eagerly putting his head in the cone because he knows he gets a treat. And I felt a sense of guilt in disturbing the bird's peace, because I only went out there basically to disturb his peace, because I was just kind of getting in his face with the camera. And so I suppose if I'm going to keep documenting these things, I want authentic experiences and not these kind of warped experiences where I'm trying to force a good shot. I'm trying to make my life interesting. I just kind of want to document what my life really is, and kind of, learn more about myself from those experiences. So I started doing all this one-legged stuff. like juggling on one leg or like hopping on one leg, and then obviously I tweaked I don't know what that is, some type of a tendon. And it's like all this talk within myself of trying to figure out how not to injure yourself, and I'm still so capable of just losing the direction and veering off the path. And so this is just a reminder to be cautious, to not do jagged, bent movements, and just focus on your form. And if you ever feel like you're moving out of form, then just be cautious, because it's so easy for someone who's unfit to get injured. The tweak to my leg will probably prove to be a blessing, for the simple fact that it was just a tweak, and it kind of exposed that there's quite a lot of inflammation or weakness or something in the tendon connected to my kneecap on the front side of my left leg. So I'll see it as beneficial, and just figure out a strategy of being a bit more cautious with that particular area.